What's good, y'all? Today we are watching Being Black in Japan, and this video is by Black Air Boo, like Boo from like Dragon Ball Z, like Black Air Boo. You feel me? So if y'all rock with the video, y'all go follow the bro. You feel me? But anyway, I don't know what it's like being black in Japan. I feel like in countries like that, there's not an extreme amount of diversity, so because of that you probably face more prejudice in good ways and also in bad ways, right? So let's get into the video and let's see what they talking about.
Japan, a very beautiful and peaceful place where everyone keeps to themselves and they live in harmony by a set of unspoken rules. Unlike Korea, there's not too many bad things I can say about Japan. Except for the food! Like, you real life expect me to pay $30 of my hard-earned money for 2 grains of rice in a Skittle? Get this dookie in my face! I swear the food focuses more on presentation than actually fulfilling my hunger. Like, you got a better chance getting full off imagination before you get full off this piece of dung. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Now, I'm pretty sure this is more of an Asian thing rather than a Japanese thing, like because I've seen it in Korea too. But the toilets?
I didn't know Japan was... Wait, did I? I knew it was expensive. I don't know about that expensive shit.
Are in the ground! Word to my dukes, I cannot make this up to save your life. Not my life, motherfucker. Yours. The toilet is literally a part of the ground. You got a better chance catching flight reacts making 2 laughs in a row before you see me defecating in this atrocity. I put this on everybody's soul but mine. I can 200% guarantee you there's 14 different STDs waiting to grace your cheeks the millisecond you sit down. You're gonna have to put a 12 gauge to my mom melon to make me even slightly consider using this. At that point, I might as well up 12 gauge on her myself. Now thankfully, they do have the normal toilets. It's just my luck that I managed to come across top 10 worst inventions of all time the very moment I had to use the bathroom. Now being a black person overseas, you're bound to get stared at. And I've been in South Korea for the last 11 months, so I'm used to it. But I swear to God,
is this him?
Every single time I caught someone looking at me in Japan, they had the most irritated, disgusting, repulsed look you can ever make on their face. They was giving me that Dabo treatment. Like, bro, I know on a good day I'm a 4 at best, but ain't no way I'm that chopped you gotta look at me like you just got done eating British food every time you see me. Even if they had a mask on, you can see the disdain in their eyebrows. Like, bitch. One old head on the train stared me down for a good 30 seconds. I don't know if he was scanning my power level or what, so I shot him a little wave. This nigga shook his head in disappointment and walked away. I was like, nah.
Nah, bro, you're probably just chopped. I'm not gonna lie. You probably, chances are, bro, you're probably just chopped. Cause ain't no way someone staring you down, you look at them and go, and they hit you with a, you're chopped, gang. You have to look like atrocious. You have to look like, you know what I mean? That's the only explanation I can have in my head, that you would wave at somebody. Unless maybe in Japan, waving is a sign of like bad, which I doubt. You know, if you in Japan and you wave at somebody with a smile on your face, I wouldn't necessarily think that would mean something bad. But those are only two options, gang. You probably should go, you know, ask a couple people. You know what I'm saying? Ask them how chopped you really is. You know what I mean?
Not good enough to marry my daughter. I mean, he right, but damn. One thing I did find amusing though, seeing drunk people laid out in the middle of the sidewalk. Now, them being
is it really like that?
Wasn't necessarily funny. It was the positions they lay in. Like, they somehow always managed to end up in the most bizarre animation possible. Like, how do you even get like this? The fuck was you drinking? Ethanol? I don't drink, but I know for a fact it was never that deep for you to be out here looking like a Looney Tunes character. And what makes it even wilder, they be having the cleanest fits on. Like, bro, you is in a whole Gucci suit. Get the fuck off the ground, pussy. I don't want to make it.
If y'all locked in with me, y'all know I watched a video about drunk people in Japan, and it's normal for people to get drunk, or like it's common for people to get drunk because they be going on they be having business. I'm gonna just call them business parties. I don't know what they were called, but they're like parties where you go with like your coworkers, and you're like almost obligated to go with your coworkers, and your coworkers are almost, you know, like within the cultures, they're almost obligated to make sure your cup is full, and then you're almost obligated to make sure you drink your cup. So just out of those two things, it's like they have to make sure you always got something to drink, and you got to make sure that you always drinking that drink. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you're gonna be getting fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Especially for these companies that you working for, because they say, hey, you want to go to the after work party today? And then you kind of like, yeah, guess so. And then you have to go, and then you have to turn up. So they in a bad situation, I'm not gonna lie. But anyway,
Seem like being black in Japan is the worst fate imaginable. In fact, it's low-key better than Korea. For instance, the air quality. In Korea, it smell like two cans that bounce that ass in Discord mod sweat. So when I landed in Japan, I broke down crying immediately. Shit was so special, I had to save it in the jar for later. And not only is the air clean, but it's just clean in general. I'm talking about streets so clean you can eat off them.
I'm about to smack.
And one of the biggest things I immediately noticed upon arrival was how normal everyone looked. What? Now you probably like, boo, you expected them to look like anime characters or something? Maybe. Nah, I'm playing. But that's how they look in Korea. Everybody and their mom got plastic surgery over here. Before I realized it was plastic surgery, I was genuinely questioning my sanity. Like, how these motherfuckers look so damn good? Shit look photoshopped. So when I pulled up Japan, I had PTSD and was shocked to see people that actually look normal. Except for the fact that they had dreads. How the fuck is that possible? Now realistically, I couldn't care less. I'm not finna gatekeep a hairstyle that I don't even have. But seeing Japanese people with dreads caught me off guard. I'm not even going back to you. Plus they shit was clean too. Now y'all got no excuse on why black people got the worst hairstyles in video games. Cause if I gotta rock this Jackson 5 ass wig one more time, I'ma smack this shit. And one thing you
that's not a Jackson, that's a Vegeta cut right there. They tweaking with that one.
should consider before traveling to Japan is the rules. Not laws, rules. Nobody tells you what they are. They just expect you to automatically know. Like, don't talk on the train, don't eat while walking, don't tip, don't sneeze, don't blink too loud. Matter of fact, don't even...
Hold up. Don't tip. Don't eat and walk. Don't talk on the phone on trains, which I guess I kind of get. Can you talk to other people on the trains though? Like talk to people like around you or your friends that are with you? Hey, that boy said don't blink too loud. That's wild. Do my blinks make noise? I don't think they do.
even exist. I was walking down the street eating a snack, and two old ladies looked at me like I had a Wizards jersey on. Like, damn, my fault, twin. A nigga still hungry after I paid $200 in the left half of my brain for a grain of cheese. And speaking of cheese, the 7-Elevens in Japan are amazing. You can walk into that motherfucker and walk out with a 4-course meal, a legal divorce, and a new hairline. They got everything you need and everything you don't need. Unlike 7-Eleven in America, you walk in and immediately you getting jumped by a rat and a dude named Lil Herpy. But in Japan, that shit is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. I almost broke down crying in Now 3 looking at shit I can't even pronounce. But something else I find funny is the fact that damn near every black dude overseas is either a rapper or an English teacher. No in between. And then I came across something called a capsule hotel. I thought I was about to get a room, maybe a bed, maybe even a bathroom. Nah! Them niggas gave me a box to sleep in and called it a day. I'm like, yo, is this a hotel or an air fryer, bitch? By the time I stepped out, I had
Capsule
71
is
offers.
crazy.
My taxes was done, and Andrew shot above 3% from the field. I had to sit on the edge of the sidewalk for a couple minutes thinking, what the f just happened to me? But now, after everything I talked about so far, I got something to tell you. None of that shit matters. Because there is one thing that I had on my bucket list for my trip to Japan. And it did not disappoint. I mean something so beautiful, it'll make a blind man want to crack. Something so magnificent, it almost made my dad come back. Almost. Something so outstanding, I was able to listen to 10 whole seconds of a KSI song. That's a world record, bitch. I'm talking about Japanese boxing. Shit was so gorgeous I had to put a ring on it. I mean, when you talk about top 5 fine shit all time, you got Michelle Obama, Ryan Reynolds, and LeBron. But somewhere on that list, we gotta put Japanese boxing. I'm talking about if you really want your kids to be a beast,
Bro, ain't no way, bro. Just said Michelle Obama. And then dudes. What the hell? Anyway, let's continue.
Send them 2-3 years to Japan and forget. That might have been what my dad did. But not all bullshit to New Mexico. Japan is amazing, bro. There's a lot of stuff that overlaps with being black in Korea. So I really had to nitpick. Except for those toilets. Using those should be a punishment only reserved for the worst people alive. Like Diddy. Because I promise you, if you sit down on that, you're gonna mutate into a bed bug. But in my honest opinion, if I had to choose between Korea and Japan, I want nigga dollar. That shit was trash. So yeah, being black in Japan is alright, I guess. All this overseas shit making me miss my niggas back home. But if you're Japanese, lived, or traveled to Japan, share your experience down in the comments. I do not want anyone to base their sole perspective of Japan from me. And hold on. Don't move. You already lost. Got you right where I want you. Yeah. You know you're just gonna watch this video? You know you were just gonna watch this video and go on about your day with no consequences? You thought you was gonna watch this video.
Bro trying to get his
8 minutes of your life.
Bro trying to get to that 8-minute mark, bruh. Nah, I feel you, gang. Bro trying to get them 8 minutes in. I respect it. You know what I'm saying? I really do. And after I finish my video, I'm gonna make sure to finish it. Cause why would I mess up bro watch time, bro? I watched the whole video just to mess up his watch time? Nah. So I need y'all to do the same. Make sure y'all watch all the videos to the end. Go to my channel. Make sure y'all binge my other videos. If y'all like this video, you probably gonna like my other videos too. I feel like I be picking videos that I find interesting. So I hope you find them interesting as well. But anyway, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think down at the bottom. Let me know if y'all been to Japan. You know, I'm gonna make a song one day. Instead of niggas in Paris, it's gonna be niggas in Japan. You feel me? Because they be having dreads over there. We locked in. Tight shit. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I love you guys and peace.